Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce recently took to Twitter/X to react to Rhea Ripley's upcoming Women's World Title defense being confirmed on this week's episode of WWE Raw. The Eradicator is set to face Io Sky on the March 3, 2024 edition of the Red brand. On last week's Monday Night Show, Sky lost her chance to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber match when Rhea Ripley caused a disqualification in her match against Liv Morgan, which resulted in Morgan winning. Io Sky soon after confronted the Eradicator, who expressed remorse over how things unfolded tonight. The two seemed to have resolved their differences after Rhea Ripley revealed that Adam Pearce had given the go-ahead for a title match between her and Sky. It was revealed that Ripley will defend her women's title on Raw on March 3, just a few days after Elimination Chamber 2025. Pearce has now reacted to the match graphic posted by WWE's social media team on their Twitter/X account. Check it out below. Although it seems unlikely Ripley will lose her title anytime before WrestleMania 41, Io Sky is sure to take her to the limits inside the squared circle. It was a Monday night that WWE fans would remember for years to come, a day when the company made one of the most groundbreaking announcements in recent history. The message reverberated through the halls of every arena, sending shockwaves across the wrestling world. The announcement, which would come to define the next phase of WWE's evolution, was about none other than the Australian powerhouse, Rhea Ripley. In a press release made official on WWE's social media channels, it was revealed that Rhea Ripley would be the new face of WWE's future, an undisputed champion in both of the women's division and the promotion itself. In the blink of an eye, Ripley was elevated to a place she had long been destined to reach, and the wrestling world stood at attention, but no one was as affected by the announcement as Adam Pearce, WWE's authoritative figure, general manager, and a man whose job it was to manage the chaos of the WWE universe. Pearce had always been the one to break the news, make the tough calls, and ensure that order was maintained in a world ruled by absolute chaos. But this news, this huge announcement, was something different. This wasn't just about a title match or a rivalry. It was about change. It was about ushering in a new era. The weight of the announcement. It wasn't long after the press release that Adam Pearce took to WWE's social media to issue a special message. His words were deliberate and measured. Pearce, a man with years of experience navigating WWE's stormy seas, knew this wasn't just another moment to gloss over. This was history in the making. Ripley wasn't just a wrestler. She was now the symbol of the future. As Pearce sat at his desk, his hands momentarily resting on the polished wood, he reflected on the importance of the announcement. WWE had always been a company built on the shoulders of the titans who came before, and while they had their legends, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and John Cena, it was clear to Pearce that the present was now colliding with the future in the form of Rhea Ripley. The message Pearce was about to craft wasn't going to be a simple congratulatory post. No, this was going to be the start of something bigger. This was going to redefine the landscape of WWE. Pearce's message. With a deep breath, Adam Pearce opened his laptop and began to type. He had always been a straight shooter, no nonsense and direct. But he understood the gravity of this moment. Today we stand on the precipice of a new era in WWE. It's not just about championships, rivalries, or what happens inside the ring. Today is about more than that. It's about evolution. When Rhea Ripley first stepped foot in a WWE ring, she wasn't just another competitor. She was a force of nature, a woman who from the very beginning showcased something that transcended gender, weight, class, and expectations. She was never supposed to be just another wrestler. She was destined to become something far more significant. Now WWE stands at a crossroads, and the announcement made today marks a pivotal point in our history. Rhea Ripley, your new face of WWE, is not just the women's champion, but the embodiment of the future of this company, a future where strength, power, and skill are celebrated irrespective of who holds the title. This is a future where the lines of competition are blurred, and it's not about where you come from, but what you can do once you get there. Rhea Ripley has already cemented herself as one of the most dominant figures in WWE, but the journey has only just begun. She's done more than win championships. She's shown the world that the impossible is achievable, and now, with this new responsibility, she will lead WWE into a new era, ones that will be remembered for years to come. It's time for the rest of the world to take notice. This is Rhea Ripley's time. Adam Pearce, WWE General Manager. Reaction from the WWE Universe. The reaction to Pearce's message was immediate, with fans flooding social media to express their opinions. Some were in awe of Pearce's words, while others questioned what this new era meant for the current WWE roster. Could anyone stand up to the mighty Ripley? Would other superstars be able to match her unparalleled strength and dominance? Ripley's rise to the top had been nothing short of meteoric. After dominating NXT, she made her way to the main roster, quickly establishing herself as a powerhouse. But it wasn't just her raw strength that made her a threat, it was her attitude, her unapologetic nature. Ripley embodied the same spirit that had made previous WWE legends like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock household names. A refusal to back down, a refusal to follow anyone's script but her own. Now, the entire WWE universe had to reckon with the reality of Ripley's new role. Could she live up to the hype? Could she handle the pressure of being the face of a company that had been built on the shoulders of giants? The future of the women's division. One of the most striking aspects of this announcement was the ripple effect it had throughout the women's division. For years, women in WWE had fought to be seen as equals to their male counterparts. The women's revolution, sparked by the likes of Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks, had already shifted the landscape. But with Ripley now firmly established at the forefront of WWE, the future of the women's division seemed limitless. Pearce's message had been clear. Ripley wasn't just a champion of the women's division. She was now the top star, representing everything WWE stood for. This sent a powerful message to other women in WWE. No longer would the world see them as second-tier athletes. No longer would they be relegated to secondary storylines. They too had the chance to be the face of WWE if they could prove themselves worthy. For women like Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Asuka, the message was clear: the competition had just intensified. But for someone like Rhea Ripley, the announcement meant that the mantle she had claimed was hers to protect. Pearce's reflective moment. In the days that followed the announcement, Adam Pearce found himself reflecting on the broader implications. As WWE's general manager, he had seen superstars rise and fall, but there was something about Ripley's trajectory that felt different. Maybe it was her unrelenting ambition. Maybe it was her ability to captivate an audience. Or perhaps it was the fact that she wasn't afraid to be herself, even when others told her she couldn't. Pearce knew that the road ahead would be fraught with challenges. Being at the top meant that Ripley would face constant pressure from other superstars gunning for her spot. Rivalries would intensify. The stakes would get higher. And the burden of being the face of WWE was not one to be taken lightly. But Pearce also knew that Ripley had something that few others possessed, a fire that would carry her through even the darkest of times. The countdown to Rhea Ripley's first major challenge. In the wake of Pearce's announcement, it was clear that a new chapter was being written. Rhea Ripley wasn't just the future of WWE, she was the present. And as fans eagerly awaited the fallout from this historic moment, all eyes turned toward Ripley's first major challenge as the new face of WWE. Who would rise up to challenge her? Could anyone dethrone the dominant force that had quickly become the standard-bearer for the entire promotion? Pearce knew that whatever happened next, WWE would never be the same. Conclusion. The announcement of Rhea Ripley's new role as the face of WWE was a watershed moment, not just for the company but for the entire industry. Adam Pearce, in his reflection and subsequent message, captured the essence of this transformation perfectly. As WWE moved forward, Ripley stood as the symbol of what was to come, a new era where boundaries were pushed, expectations were shattered, and greatness was defined by those who dared to rise above the rest. The future was Rhea Ripley's, and no one could deny it. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.